OTG going OTG. I'm an OTG kind of guy.
That's right, everybody. We're going off the grid.
OTG going OTG. I'm an OTG kind of guy.
Here it is. Yeah. Another OTG. Well, I teased it. You hung in long enough. I know that you're all jitty about it. You want to hear what phone I have discovered. I'm very excited by this. And this is really something I've been waiting for in the U.S. for quite a while, since we have not really received the Nokia banana phone. That's still Asia only. The radios don't work with, at least not with T-Mobile. So nothing's really been available here that made any sense until, and I think it was someone who in Europe or Asia who reviewed the Nokia banana phone and pointed to a link that there is a new phone available for the GSM providers, so that's T-Mobile and AT&T, and that is, drum roll please, where's my drum roll?
Wait, I got it right here.
And that is... Yeah, well rehearsed. And that is the Alcatel Flip Go 3. And I would recommend everybody...
Already, it sounds like when you flip it, it howls like a dog.
It's fantastic. The Flip Go 3 is upgraded from the original Alcatel Flip, which I tried a while ago, was just not up to par at all. So this is running Kai OS, and to review, the idea of the OTG lifestyle is multiple layers, but most importantly, it is meant to wean yourself off of the smartphone where you are a zombie and you're just like everybody else, and you're controlled by this thing that's notifying, telling you what to do. You're continuously feeding back with all the sensors that it has, so whoever's on the other end of those fabulous apps knows exactly if you're standing, sitting, reading in bed, all of that stuff.
What's the name of this thing again? Give it to me.
Alcatel Flip Go 3. And you could even go to the T-Mobile website. T-Mobile's selling it for $100 or $4 a month. So it's incredibly affordable. It is 4G LTE. I've had it for a full, full 24 hours, and I have used it, not extensively. That's the point. And I can tell you that the battery, after a full 24 hours, I'm looking at it right now, battery is at, what do we have? 81%. So that's not bad after 24 hours of some standby and obviously, but also usage. Now, why is this phone so perfect? Because when you go OTG, which means you can enjoy outside, you can actually laugh at the other zombies running around with their phones in their hand, glued to their head, bumping into stuff, getting killed in traffic. Yes.
You said it was the Alcatel Flip Go 3. It turns out to be the Alcatel Go Flip 3.
That's interesting. Okay, well, maybe I said it wrong. I thought I got it right off the box. Okay, Alcatel Go Flip 3. Thank you for the correction.
Well, I wonder why it has such a silly name.
So here's what's great about this phone. Besides the price, it's incredibly light. It has the screen on the front when it's closed. It's a flip phone, so it attracts attention. It's like, oh, what do you have? This is the latest, baby. Cool. Let me see. You can hang up with a very satisfying close of the lid. All of that's standard. But because it has Kai OS, it has some interesting features. First of all, it has a very good email program that will just do some email if you need to. It has a web browser, HTML5 compliant, that will just kind of do some email or some web stuff. It actually does Twitter better than the iPhone 5 that I was using. It has SMS, MMS. Here's where it gets interesting. They have an app store and apps, and so you can And these are HTML5 apps, so they're really kind of like web-based apps. App is a big word, which you can develop for it as well. We'll talk about that in a minute. And they have a couple of things that you can load but don't have to. They have a Facebook app. They have a Twitter app. They even have a Google Assistant app, which if you choose to enable it and use it, which is by default, you have to undo that, is very interesting. If you need to do something in a pinch, you can actually dictate into the phone and it will type that out for you instead of you messing with the keyboard. Of course, that directly puts you in communication with Google and they know exactly what you're doing, so you don't have to do that. But the fact that it's there is interesting. Everything you want, if you need it in an emergency, is in this phone, yet it doesn't do jack crap otherwise. It has no other sensors. It does have GPS. You can, in fact, if you want to, run Google Maps. It won't give you turn-by-turn directions. You have to click next yourself. But in a pinch, which is all you really need this for, it can do all of that. But basically, for SMS text messaging, for phone and email, and, oh yes, wait, hold the phone, you can indeed load a WhatsApp HTML5 app and use WhatsApp on this phone if you have to. I don't recommend it because obviously the true beauty of OTG is you're ultimately feeding less information into the machine. The less the information the machine has about you, the better. On top of that, and this is why I advise everyone have this, don't throw away your old phone, your smartphone, with all your apps and all your yippee-die, yucky, choo-poo-poo-poo things that are so cool and you absolutely can't do with it without. You can always throw that in the car, throw it in your bag, turn it off, because the Alcatel Go Flip 3 also has a built-in hotspot. So you really can be OTG for as long as you need. If you need to do that little extra thing, like your podcast partner sends you a text message, the text message says, check your email for the newsletter, you can indeed open it up and reply with predictive text. It's not all that bad for short replies. And if something really happened, oh my God, I don't know what to do, then I could always turn on the hotspot, use my laptop to get at whatever I need to do. $100. I am blown away by what this phone is doing. It is right on the edge of where you want to be. It does enough things well enough, but not well enough that you actually want to pick up the phone and do it on the phone. You won't ever do that because you're bored. Alcatel Go Flip 3, a great OTG device.
Seems pricey.
$100?
Yeah, well, I got my blue phone, which is a full-blown smartphone.
I know, but you don't want the full-blown smartphone. That's counterintuitive to the whole mission.
Well, to your mission, my mission is to keep the phone in the closet.
Yeah.
Well, I never used it. I don't take the phone with me. Everyone's got phones around me. Why should I have a phone?
Okay, you're so much better than everybody, okay?
No, I'm not so much better than everybody. You don't have to be snotty.
Who's snotty? Who's snotty? You're like, meh, I got a phone that's better than that. It's cheaper.
I never said that. I said it's cheaper
yes.
than is a full-fledged phone. I mean, I just think this phone's too expensive. If it was $50,
what price do you put on your sanity, Dvorak? This is about keeping people sane and not having a cheap-ass smart. You can buy a $50 smartphone, too, if you want. The whole idea is sanity. If you have the cheap blue smartphone and you put it in your pocket, you're going to use it. You're going to be a zombie. It's infectious.
I don't think putting a phone in your pocket's a good idea.
Well, we agree on that.
So, okay, well, thanks for that. Go Flip 3, trademark. Flip is trademarked for some unknown reason.
Really?
Yeah, Go Flip trademark 3. It's a TM, not the circle R, which means it's not registered. It's just under advisement.
They'll sue you if you try to mess with them, is what you're saying.
I don't know what you. Yeah, because you're going to bring out a flip phone. Go Flip. It's cute looking. I like the style of having the window, giving you the time.
Yeah, and it will give you an SMS notification.
And the long battery life is a huge plus.
That's a big key. Big key to success.
Very few smartphones will last a day.
You can drop this thing.
You dropped it already?
Oh yeah, it's not going to break. It's clamshell, so the screen inside is protected. It's a fascinating. I mean, it's really. I always thought KaiOS would be good. They also you can set all these permissions, and instead of saying don't let these apps, so you can set for any app that's running, which is a big word for app. It's a HTML5 app. For any app that's running, you can determine if it can access, your microphone, etc. And instead of saying allow this app or deny this app access to GPS, it says geolocation, which I find an interesting choice of term. Does that mean that it actually is hiding the ability to geolocate me in general from the app?
Well, geolocation is a combination of GPS and Wi-Fi location,
and perhaps cell towers,
and cell tower location.
So I'd like to know what they're saying about
one or all three of these. If they say you can turn off geolocation, they can't find you. That's right.
The only thing that it needs is a podcast app. I'm sure someone, we have lots of dudes named Ben and developers.
I don't believe there's no podcast.
There's no podcast app for it. No. I mean, and it does have a regular earphone jack. It has Bluetooth.
Well, I think one of our smart dudes named Ben can write up a quick podcast app.
I think so.
And they pick up about 45 customers that way.
Oh, for sure. Because I went to the T-Mobile store yesterday to buy it, and they have a lock on their safes. We'll go get one from the safe, and you have to wait 10 minutes because they have a time lock. I guess that's somehow.
What?
Yeah. So if you come in, you rob the place. Say, open the safe. They can't say, well, we could open it, but it won't open for another 10 minutes. So you have to hang around, presumably, to get the bounty. But I said, how's it doing? He said,
are they getting robbed a lot?
Yeah, some of these phones. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He said it happened just last week. Not that location, a different one. Someone came in with a machete and got the money. He says phones are being ripped out of the store every day. Every day.
Well, I know the Apple stores are subject to gangs coming in.
Yeah.
So, in fact, there's a story the guy rams the whole front of the store is glass.
Yeah.
They ram the front,
right through.
And then they come in and swoop up all the phones. They clip the wires, that they're hooked to.
Yep. Yeah, he said
off they go.
So the guy said they're selling like hotcakes. He says people are snapping these up. Yep. He says
you're just making that up.
No, I'm not. Why would I make that up?
To promote this idea of buying this phone, you're getting a discount. Are you being bought off?
Oh, jeez, you are just. I
just don't see it. For $100, I do not see people buying these phones like crazy. But okay, I'll take your word for it.
Okay, boomer.
Well, it's probably an appropriate thing to say there.
It's about Santa. I thought you enjoyed this. We promote this lifestyle, and now you're turning people off.
I'm all in on it.
You're accusing me of
I'm still
being on the
conscientious
take.
about the expense.
You're accusing me of being on the take.
Well.
Well, what? Now you're making it worse. Now you're making it sound like it happens all the time.
I'm sorry. I hinted. It was a joke.
Oh, stop.
I kid.
Well, anyway, you know what works fine on it? Wikipedia's new social network.
Have you tried that?
Yeah, you sign up and then immediately say, "Well, there's 60,000 people waiting for you, and pay me." That's
what?
Yeah. If you go to what the hell is the name of this thing? It's wiki.social or
Whale Space.
Whale Space.
Yeah, Jimmy Whale. Jimmy Whale's Face.
What was it? WT.social. Yes, WT.social. So, okay, already a member, log in. All right, so I'm going to log in. Hold on a second. Because I already created an account, and it says,
they want money right off the bat?
So now, no matter what I do, no matter what page I try to get to, it says, you are number 66,390 on the waiting list. Financially support our mission for social without selling user data and get immediate access to the site. How would you like to contribute? Select your country. How would you like to pay? $12.99 monthly or $100 per year. Yeah, you cannot see anything for free. Zero. Which is okay.
That's not going to work.
But how, I mean, where's my little taste? This is not how drug dealers operate.
No, he doesn't know how to do it.
He said, send invitations to get access to the site earlier. I think $12.99 monthly is kind of I would like to do, I would spend $12.99 for a test, to know for the show.
It's too high.
For the hey,
99
Wales,
cents.
Wales should start selling these flip phones. He knows how to ask too much money. So, yeah. So I can't, so I don't know. I don't think I want to pay first. I want to see a little bit. You can't see a single thing. You can't see a timeline. And it seems to be focused around news. I don't know if I really want that.
Who needs it? I don't even use Facebook, and it's free.
Yeah, you're not giving up anything for that.
Except your life.
So to kind of round out the OTG segment. So now I have one last, I'm pretty good now. On the road, I have very low visibility because there's just not a lot of data that I'm handling. So, of course, there's some geolocation, although the phone says that it'll shield me from Google seeing that or anyone seeing that. Do you have
any car tags that you use to get across bridges or toll roads?
No, I do not. I don't. But I was reading about Microsoft Advertisement Inc., and this is really, I always knew that Microsoft was doing a lot, but they're really ramping up their ad network. And it's all coming from desktop searches. It's all coming from stuff you're doing on Windows 10. I mean, just for my basic computing needs, I think I have to for the show, I have to be on Windows. I just have to be. That's just what everything's running on. And it's not a problem. It's, it's one device. But for my regular computing, I'm seriously considering to switch to something else. Windows 10, and I put this article in the show notes, it's disgusting what they're doing. You can not install Cortana all you want, but that hoe is running throughout your entire desktop life, sucking up data and sending it off to Microsoft. It's very disconcerting.
Yes.
I don't understand. Why does an operating system have to be spying on me? It sucks. It sucks. And they're not bashful about it. They're just saying, "Oh yeah, no, we people are searching for stuff. They hit that once you hit that Windows key, that start key, that flag, once you hit those 4 little boxes, it's tracking you and sending that off. It's lame.
It's terrible.
I would have hoped you had more feedback than that, but
I don't have much to say. I was actually surprised it's as bad as it is. I would love to go to Linux, but Linux, for one thing, you can't do what we're doing on Linux because even though you hear, well, you're not using the right distro and you're not using this. No, Skype on Linux stinks. It doesn't work for crap. Anyone that tells you otherwise isn't doing anything. It's not as though anyone's doing a podcast on Linux.
That's the least of the problems. There is little to zero support for any sophisticated USB devices on Linux. If someone has that, you got the drivers, and you can make my Mark of the Unicorn run. I'm even willing to consider trying it. But I don't.
Not going to work. Not even get close.
I don't think so either. But you can use Jack. Pulse audio with Jack, man. All the cool kids are doing it. No, it won't work.
And GIMP.
But what I'm saying is just for my regular computing work, which is everything else that I do currently on the Surface Go. Interesting, I have a Go Flip and a Surface Go.
You got something going on. There's something going on with your brain.
I love the Surface Go. It's a fantastic device to use as a tablet or a laptop. I do everything else on it, but it's just spying on me. So, I've read articles about
OTG segments come to be morphed into the whining segment.
All right, take over then, dude.
Oh, no, you're not calling me dude now.
You're calling me a whiner.
I say you should close the segment before we talk too much about this anymore.
That's what I said. It's all yours.
I don't. No, don't you have the closing thing? You got to go to song or something?
No, I'm closing it. No, I'm just closing it. I'm just closing the door quietly.
Oh.
You've been nothing but negative.
No, I got nothing.
You've been nothing but negative.
I'm a negative Nelly today.
I think so.
But you should blame yourself. It's a balance. You're so over the top positive. I have to be a little negative. It's just the way it works.
Oh,